Standard 3rd, Subject English, Lesson number 18. Look before you leap. This story is about two little frogs who lived in a pretty little pond. Lesson 18. Look before you leap. Long, long ago, there lived two little frogs in a pretty little pond. Colorful water lilies grew in the pond. Fishes darted about and tiny insects buzzed around. The pond was full of life. The two frogs were very close friends. They had plenty to eat in the pond. All the day long, they played about, jumping from lily pad to lily pad and diving headlong in the pond. They were the happiest little frogs in the world. There lived two little frogs in a pretty little pond. The two frogs were very close friends. Colorful water lilies grew in the pond. Fishes darted. Darted means move quickly and suddenly. About and tiny insects buzzed around. Buzzed means making a low continuous humming sound. The pond was full of life. The frog had plenty to eat in the pond. They played jumping from lily pad. Lily pad means one of the floating leaves of a water lily, and diving headlong in the pond. Diving headlong means diving into water with the head going into the water first and then the rest of the body. They were the happiest little frogs in the world. The frogs loved the rainy season, but the rainy season does not last forever. The rains stopped and the weather became hot. Still, there was a lot of water and life in the pond. There was nothing to worry about. In winter, the frog's friend found cozy little places at the edge of the pond. They spent most of their time sleeping and resting. Students, do you like rainy season? Yes, the frog loved the rainy season. The rainy season does not last forever. It stopped raining and the weather became hot. There was a lot of water and small insects in the pond. There was nothing to worry in winter. The frogs found cozy little places at the edge of the pond. Cozy means warm, comfortable, and safe. They spent most of their time sleeping and resting. Soon it was summer. Now the days became very hot. With the hot sun blazing in the sky, the pond began to dry. Without water, the lilies dried up. There were very few insects to be found. The frog friends were worried. Do you think the whole pond will dry up? In summer, days became very hot, the hot sun blazing in the sky. Blazing means extremely hot. The pond and lilies began to dry. There were few insects to be found. The frogs were worried. Then one frog said, "Do you think the whole pond will dry?" "Looks like it," said the other. "What shall we do then? How shall we live?" "We must search a place where there is plenty of water and food for us." "You are right. It is hard work traveling in this hot sun, but there is no other way. Come, let's us start. The sooner the better. If we travel together, the search will be easier." The other frog said, "Look like it. What shall we do? How shall we live?" The frog said, "We must search a place where there is plenty of water and food to eat." The frogs knew that they would have to leave the pond and travel in the hot sun to find a place where there was plenty of water and food. They were not sure where such place was. So the frogs left the drying pond and began to look for a watery place. They hopped and hopped and became very tired. Just then, one of them saw a well in the distance. They rushed to the well. The well was built in stone and had a high circular wall. The frogs hopped onto the wall and peeped inside. The well was quite deep, but there was a lot of water still left at the bottom of the well. The friends began to jump for joy. The frogs left the drying pond and began to look for a watery place. They hopped and hopped and became very tired. One of the frogs saw a well. The well was built in stone and had a high circular wall. The well was deep and there was a lot of water left at the bottom. The frogs began to jump for joy. "We are so fortunate. Thank God that we found this well. Our problem is solved. Our search has ended. We have found a new home. Let's jump in together. 1, 2. Wait, friend, this well is so deep and there's water left only at the bottom. But we can surely dive in, however deep the well may be. Diving is our specialty. Why do you hesitate?" "We are so fortunate." Fortunate means lucky. The frog thanked God as their problem was solved. The frog said, "Let's jump together." The other frog said, "Wait, this well is so deep The water is at the bottom. The frog said, "We can surely dive. The diving is our specialty." "Why do you hesitate?" Hesitate means to stop for a moment before doing or saying something. It has occurred to me that this well is also drying up. If it dries up completely, we will have to leave this well too. I agree. But why do you hesitate now? It's because I see a problem. We can easily dive into the well. But what if the well dries up? Can we jump so high that we reach the top of this wall? Shall we be able to leave the well like we left the pond? "You are right, friend," said the other frog. "I had not thought of this. It's good that you could foresee this problem. Let's not leap inside. Let's continue with our search." And so the two little frogs hopped on to look for a safe shelter. "How well it is," said. "Look before you leap." The frog said, "The well is also drying. If the well dries up completely, we will have to leave this well." Frog agreed and asked why he was hesitant. The frog said, "It is easy to dive into the well, but it's not easy to reach the top of the wall when the well dries. Shall we be able to leave the well like we left the pond?" The other frog said, "You are right, friend." The frog had not thought of this and said that good that he could foresee this problem. Foresee means to think of something that is going to be happened in the future. The frog said, "Let's not leap inside." Leap inside means jump inside and continue in search of water. The two little frogs hopped on to look for a safe shelter. "So, how well it is," said. "Look before you leap." Look before you leap means do not just blindly walk into anything without thinking. Thank you.